In last class, I explained that is 1 marks and 2 marks in staffing chapter. Today in this class, I am going to explain you that is section C. This section C carries 4 marks in the examination. In staffing chapter, there are the 3 questions in section C. Let us discuss one by one, or let us learn one by one in detail. The first question: explain any 4 types of tests used for selection of an employee. That means you have selected a candidate for the next round for the selection process. On selection process, what are the tests you are going to conduct for a candidate to select to the job? Let us see that here. Majorly we have that 4 kinds of tests. First one, intelligence test. Second one, aptitude test. Third one, personality test. Fourth one, trade test. First one, intelligence test. We can call it as a IQ. That means IQ level, it's a very important for each and every person. That means it depends upon that how much you are understanding, how much you are willing to take or acquire of knowledge. It depends upon that IQ. That means this is the test used to measure the level of intelligence quotient of an individual in an organization. At the time of selection, in that selection process, the employer will going to check that what is the IQ level of an candidate. Even the IQ level will started from 70 to 80, 80 to 90, 90 to 100, 100 to 120. Even those who have that more than 110 IQ level, they are called as a gifted children. Understood? Because they are very intelligent in their studies, and whatever that they have that more creativity. That is the reason they are going to checking that IQ level in the selection process. This is called intelligence test. Coming to the next, aptitude test. Aptitude test is nothing but how much that ability having that the candidate of learning of new skill. It is called aptitude test. That means whether that candidate has having a potential or is able to learn that new skills in an organization. This they're going to check. This is called aptitude test. Next one, personality test. Personality, that name only indicates that checking of person's behavior or emotions, or even in that maturity and value system. This is all regarding to that personality factors. The employer will going to check that this personality by that candidate. And next one, we have that trade test. That means the trade test, it gives the meaning of this test measures that existing skill of the individual. They are measures that level of knowledge and preferentially in the area of professions or technical training. That means the candidate, what he has selected in particular field or area, how much he has acquired that knowledge in particular area or a skill, that they're going to check. This is called trade test. That means checking of existing skill in particular area, profession or whatever the technical training. It is called trade test. These are the major tests we are going to using to selecting the candidate in the selection process. Next question, second question, explain that internal source of recruitment. That means in a company they have that vacancies you have to fill, that you have to fill up that. That is the reason you are not going for the external sources. You are going to fill that vacancies with using of internal sources. What are that internal source of recruitment? Majorly we call it as a PT. In short form we call it as a PT. What is called PT? Promotion and transfer. Let us learn in detail. Transfer. First one, transfer. Transfer is a shifting of an employee from one job to another or one department to another without a subsistent changes in responsibility status of employee. That means in an organization, for example in Bangalore they have that company, in Tumkur they have that one more branch, In that particular department, they have that vacancies. The organization will going to fill the Tumkur branch vacancies by transferring the Bangalore employee to the Tumkur. That means transferring of an employee from one branch to another branch or one department to another department. It is called transfer. And also can just check it that here there is no changes in the salary or responsibility or status. As it is, what are the salary you are getting in a Bangalore company, same salary you are going to getting in Tumakuru branch. It is called transfer. Next one, promotion. Promotion is quite opposite to the transfer. In transfer there is no changes in responsibility, but in promotion it refers to giving the promotion or promoting of an employee to the higher positions, to the higher position. With this the factor may changes, that is salary may increase, responsibility may increase, and even the status also may increase. This is called promotion. Suppose the A person is working in a Bangalore branch as a accountant officer. He will going to get the promotion called general manager. After becoming A person as a general manager, is increasing in the post or a position, even the salary may increase, responsibility may increase, and also status may increase. This is called promotion. The major internal sources of recruitment, there are the two sources. One is transfer, another one promotion. And third question and the last question in section C, that is, how does training and development of employee benefit the organization? They are asking, and this question they asked in supplementary March 2019 and March 2020 examination. They are asking, if you are going to giving a good training to the employee in an organization, what are the benefit you are going to getting by giving the training to the candidate for the organization? You have to write the advantages in the prospect of organization. Let us see that what are the benefit of training the organization may get. First one, it improves that employee productivity both in terms of quantity and quality, leading to higher profit. If you are giving a very good training to an employee, it may increases even if that quantity as well as quality. Even the employee will more concentrate on that working, because the company will going to give a good salary those who have worked well. So that is the reason from the training and development they are going to focus to their target in terms of quantity and quality. This will leads to higher profit to the organization. And second point, training equips the future manager who can take over in case of risk of or case of emergency. If you are supposed to give a good training to that candidate, he can handle that an emergency time. Understood? He know that what to or how to handle that situation, because of the organization has given a very good or proper training. So that is the reason they are acquired that knowledge and they know very well how to manage. Even this may leads to it prepares that future managers very well with the help of training. Next one, training increases employee morale, reduces absenteeism and increases turnover. That means if you are giving a good or proper training to the employee, our production department will increases turnover. With this they can increases profit, and also if you are giving a very good training, the employees will give more interest to in working. So that is the reason they will not do that absent, they will not become they will not put absent, they will come regularly to a organization. And last one, it helps in obtaining effective response for changing environment technologically and economic. Whatever the changes may come, whether it is a technological or whether it is a economical, it may easily to adjust with the help of training and development. That means they have that environment that will be fast changing environment. It is keeps on changing in terms of technological or economical. With that very good training and development, they can acquire that knowledge With acquiring that knowledge, they can easily adjust to that fast changing environment. For the 4 marks, you can write it only the 4 points. Each point carries 1 marks. This is all regarding to that section C questions. In the next class, I'll going to continue with the section D.